Welcome to HTML4 video series. This is part 53 and today we are planning to buy a hosting space. As we all know that buying domain and hosting space together will be having a website, right? In the last video what we saw was that how can we buy a domain, okay, and few steps we saw together that it's pretty easy to buy a domain, okay, and we also discussed few guidelines in order to make your domain successful and very famous, right? So that was about the domain. Now let's talk about the hosting. When I say hosting space, there are three terms involved here, but I mean a lot of time you hear that I need to have a hosting space, I need to have a hosting box, I need to have my server, the hosting server. I mean all these three terms are nothing but the same. I mean I would say my hosting box, because hosting box is a place, I mean it's a server where I keep my files. Example, when I'm looking at the simple website, all I'm looking at is when I click on home, I get my pages. You can see the URL is updating, right? So basically these pages are coming from my hosting box where I kept the files. At the time of making a site live, I have demonstrated that using an FTP I was transferring my files to my hosting box. So that is the reason why we need to have a hosting box, right? Now while going to buy, but I mean my point is, when are we going to buy this hosting box? Again, there are a lot of providers available in the market. I would say that you do the Google, and whichever the providers comes top in the list, you analyze them, like what kind of facilities they provide, what is the guarantee and uptime for these guys, how do they manage the hosting box and everything. Wherever you get the good feedback, go for that provider. All right, so again, there are two things involved in here. When we say hosting platform, I mean when you buy a hosting box, it has a platform. Do you want the Linux one or you want the Windows one? So when I approach this website, this is my provider. I'm not very proud. So when I approached this provider, it gave me an option like which way you want to go, for Windows or Linux. Then I was pretty curious that what should I buy. So I found out, like if I'm going for something very simple, then I should go for Linux. And if you want to find out more, then you should copy this URL or Google it. You will find, and this GoDaddy FAQ will help you that why you want to choose Linux or Windows. In my case, I was using the ASP and ASP.NET with Microsoft SQL Server, so I needed the Windows hosting. And the other options, if you're going for something pretty simple, look at this funny thing. I have no idea what any of this means. Go for Linux. So Linux is good. In our case, the site what we built was pretty simple. It doesn't require any ASP.NET, any SQL thing, so the Linux is a good choice. So you should go for that. Plus again, I'm not saying that this is reliable. It's up to you. You can do more research on Google and find out like which one you should go for. Okay, so you can see this is our website what we have, and what I have on my website is the Windows hosting. Okay, so in the next video I will take you step by step that how I bought this whole thing and what are the things I looked at before buying this crap, right? So it was so I hope this video helps you in some way, and if it does, then guys, please subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching. Good night and take care.